worksheet. Next is creating reference to other sheets by using keyboard and mouse. So first, we are going to see only how to create a reference using keyboard. Now, for this purpose, you all can see over here, I have a worksheet over here, which contains the records of certain students in a class and the marks in the three subjects which are given here. That is English, Hindi and Maths, and these columns are empty, right? So now there is a there is a teacher who teaches these subjects. So I'm first going to go to format, columns, optimal width, so that I can just, whenever you see that the cell contents are not getting fit, just select the column, go to format, columns, optimal width and click on OK. So it will be formatted accordingly. So you can see there are two columns. These are the original English marks of all these students. And this is a column which is created where we would include moderated marks. Now let me first give you a small hint about what we are going to do. Creating reference to other sheets. We are going to create reference to other sheets. You already know how to refer to cells in the current sheet, right? Like for example, I want to reference to this particular cell. So what will be the cell reference? Tell me. इसका cell reference क्या होगा? The selected cell. What will be the cell reference of this cell? It will be H7.
H7.
H7, right. What will be the cell address of this cell which contains 65?
B3.
B3. Very good. Okay, so you already know how to refer to cells within the current worksheet.
F6.
Yes, wait. We are not means now just let me explain. Okay, so very good answer you gave me, very prompt answer. Now I'll explain, and when I ask, you answer, right? So now over here you can see that there are some empty cells. So what we are going to do mainly is, in the final score sheet, we are going to get the score, or we are going to fetch the scores of all the students from all these three sheets, English, Hindi and Math, without using consolidate data, right? So how we can do that? So firstly, the idea is the original mark. This is what exactly happened this year, right? So the original marks of the students are given. The board gives us, the board has given the teachers, the examination board has given the teachers a liberty to change the marks a little bit according to the students' performance throughout the year, and then to calculate the total percentage and then declare the results, right? Like for example, the student Akansha Patankar. So first, the teacher thinks that okay, she is a good student and she has been regular throughout. Maybe because of some problem, she is getting 75 marks. So why not I increase her marks to 80? Because she has been a very good student throughout the year. Then next is Nikhil Konde. So the teacher thinks that okay, he gets 65 marks. किसी का भी नुकसान नहीं होना चाहिए. So let me give him one more mark and let me make it 66. Then Jayashri Deshpande, teacher thinks that okay, she is already getting 80 marks. She doesn't need to get more than that, and because it's a language subject, we cannot give more than that. So teacher thinks that okay, let her get 80 only. Or now the teacher sees that okay, Akansha is getting 80, she is also getting 80. Let me give her 3 marks extra. So this is how the teacher is moderating the marks. So here I'm just going to enter some moderated marks for each of the students, and here 87 only. So these are moderated. Now what the teacher wants to do is she will she wants to sort all these data and to check the result in the decreasing order of marks, just to see the students who are above average, average and below average students. So how to sort, everybody knows. Select the entire table. Now we will go, you can see on the standard toolbar there is this button sort. You can click on this, or you can go to data and you can click on sort. So you go to sort and sort it based on what? Click it, English moderated marks, right? And that too in the descending order, and click on OK. And you will see that now this table is sorted in the descending order of marks. But you can see that the names of students are also now rearranged in the worksheet. Okay, I'll tell you how this is going to help you in the final scores. We go to Hindi, and here also the Hindi teacher also gets the task of moderating the marks. So she also starts moderating the marks for the students. 85, let this be 81, and then we have 78. So let me give the student 82 marks. 86 marks is already high, and here 68 marks. So this is how she moderated the marks of all the students in Hindi. Now she selected this whole thing. The IT teacher selected the whole thing, went to sort, sorted it based on your Hindi marks. Okay, and then we go to math, and here also I'm going to select these two, go to format, columns, optimal width, and moderate the marks here. So 85 marks and 77 marks here, maybe 91 here, 66 here. Let this be 69 only. Let this be 90 only. Let this be 97. And here maybe 2 more marks can be given, 92. And select all of them, and then you go to sort and you select math mod, descending, click on OK. Now all of them are sorted. But the result is the teacher wants to consolidate the data here. But in consolidation, how is she going to fetch all the marks? So there is a very easy method here. I will explain it to you. The method is to use a function, and this function is not in your syllabus, but I'm still going to tell you. It is known as a VLOOKUP function. That is vertical lookup function, right? So in this VLOOKUP function, what are we going to do? One second. Now VLOOKUP function, the first is search criterion. That is what you are going to look up. The reason behind this is, you can see the first, now this is the final score sheet where all the names are in a certain order according to their admission. Okay, so they are in a certain order, and this order cannot be changed. And when we go to English, Hindi and math, you can see the order is according to the descending order of marks. So यहाँ तो order अलग है. You can see Akansha Patankar is over here. She is at the 5th position over here, and then in Hindi she is again at the 5th position, but in maths she is at the 4th position. So in different sheets she is at a different position. How to get the marks of her? So equals, and in these 3 columns you have to remember that the IT teacher has to include only the moderated marks, the final moderated marks, right? So let's see. Equals, what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for Akansha Patankar in all the 3, right? So suppose in English, first I'm using VLOOKUP, and when I'm using VLOOKUP over here, I'm going to click on the name on this particular cell only to get the cell address. This is the name I'm going to look up or search for. Then comma. Next is array. Now next is where I'm going to look it up. So go to English sheet, and here select all of these. And you have to remember that the search value which you are looking for, that search value should be in the first column over here. Okay, ये first column में आपका होना चाहिए. So that value I am looking for, Akansha Patankar, she is in this first column. So I have selected, except the header row, I have excluded the header row. I have selected these 3 columns. So this is my first column, this is my second column, this is my third column. And where I'm going to look for, I'm going to look it for in the third column. Now, comma, I have given a comma here. And what is my next thing which I need to give is which column I'm going to fetch the value from. So this is 1, 2, and 3. So I'll be typing 3 there, comma. And now the last one is sorted range lookup. Means I'm going to look for an absolute search. So I'm just giving false value over here. False means exact search. That is search for the name and match it exactly. Okay. And press enter. And now you can see Akansha's English marks are given here. So we go to English and we check Akansha, and you can see the moderated marks 80. They are being displayed over here. But if you take a look at this address, you can see A2 was within the same worksheet. So only A2 is used. But because I am fetching marks of English from some other worksheet, how is it given? $English dot A2 colon C8. That is, first of all, use a dollar sign. English is the name of the worksheet. The worksheet from where I am fetching the mark. Dot which cell? This is the complete array. That is, if you remember, I had provided this whole array. This is my array. Remember this, this is my array. And this is my first column, that is column 1. This is column 2 and this is column 3. Right. So the array's address is what? This was the address, that is A2 से लेकर C8. And when you come to final scores and you check the formula here, A2 to C8 is the complete array. That is the complete table where I'm doing the lookup. And over here, I have $English dot, which represents what? The sheet, the worksheet from from where I'm getting the data. Okay. So 1 second, let me just copy this formula here. And wait a second. A moment. Now you can see it over here, right? This is very important to understand. A2 is one cell, okay? And this cell you can see this is a reference to another sheet. This is a reference to another worksheet within the same workbook, right? And how is it? First, let me tell you the structure. We use a dollar sign first, okay? Then the worksheet name. That is, I'm just specifying it like this. That is sheet name dot cell range. Understood? So $sheet name dot cell range, and how it is specified here? English is the name of the worksheet. Dot cell range, that is A2 colon C8. Is this clear to everybody? How you have to refer to the cell address in other sheets, from other sheets, दूसरे sheet से within the same workbook. If you have any other sheet, how you refer to the sheets in LibreOffice Calc. This is the way. So I want you all to just quickly note this down somewhere in your fair copy or in your textbook. Whatever you are seeing over here on the screen, फटाक से note कर लो, because this is something which you have to remember. Okay. So this is referring to another worksheet within the same workbook. And next I'm going to tell you referring to another worksheet within another workbook, any other workbook. Write it quickly and please let me know if you have completed.
Ma'am, why we have write 3 and 0?
Yes, that I'll explain. That is the VLOOKUP function which I'll explain. But first this example I gave you just to make you understand this reference. Okay, 3 and 0 I'll explain. First you write this, then I'll explain this formula in detail. This function in detail. It's a very useful function if you are trying to look for or gather values from other worksheets into your current worksheets, okay, where the order is different, right? In case of consolidate data, we saw the order was the same, but here order changes. So how to search for that particular name, okay, using a function without doing much searching, that for that purpose we use the VLOOKUP. I hope everybody has written this much. I've sent it to you. You can write it later. Now let me explain this VLOOKUP function, although it is not a part of your syllabus, but still I'm going to explain it. Now what we wanted to do was, we wanted to look for marks of English moderated of all the students. You can see that in all of these three worksheets, that is English, Hindi and Math, right? What normally happened was this whole worksheet was given to different teachers, okay, and it was told to them that English teachers will be entering the marks in the English sheet, Hindi teacher will be entering the marks in the Hindi sheet, and math teacher in the math sheet, right? And IT teacher's work is to consolidate the data from different sources. So the English teacher had to enter the marks and moderate the marks of all the students also, and sort the values from in the descending order from highest marks to lowest marks. This is to check that the deserving students are getting good marks. Okay, the students below average, whether they are failing or not. So just to keep a track of all this, the sorting had to be done. And now what we are going to do is, here you can see in final scores, Akansha Patankar is at the first position. Okay, here the sequence of names is different from the sequence of names in all the three sheets. In English it is different, Hindi it is different, Math it is different. Now these are only a few students, so we can easily look at the marks, like we can go for Akansha Patankar's English marks. I'll go to English sheet and I'll search where is Akansha Patankar. Okay, she's getting 80 marks. And then I will come back here and I will write it. But just imagine a case where you have 50 students in a class, or because of the board result, okay, moderation work, there are 230 students for all 5 sections. So will you go and check for each, that is 230 students each? Tell me, will that be very easy? Will that be an easy task? Right? So you need a shortcut method so that you just apply a formula at the first row and you can easily fetch the marks of all the students. So for this we use a VLOOKUP function. I'll tell you again. This VLOOKUP function takes up 4 things. If you see here, the first is the search criterion. Search criterion means the value which you are looking for. And in our case, the value which we are looking for is the name of the student. And the name of the student is in this cell, that is A2. So उसे select कर लेंगे, हमें A2 मिल गया, comma. Where are we looking for this value? So we are looking for this value in an array. What is that array? That array is a table. Where is that table? Go to English, and this is my table. That is this whole thing. Now within this table, you have to keep one thing in mind. The value which you are looking for, वो जो भी value होगा, इस table में that has to be the first column. That is, we are looking for Akansha Patankar, which is name of the student column. So in this particular array, that name of the student column has to be the first column. That is column 1, right? And so you are going to select only this part, starting from A2 to C8. You will exclude the header row here. And you can see in the formula bar also that now that I selected this particular, this I selected using the mouse. So you got the address automatically, $English.A2:C8. $English means worksheet English, and within that, this particular cell range, right? Now, here itself, I'll press comma, and you can see in the formula bar, comma is inserted. Now what I need to give? Now I need to include, you can see it over here, index. That is, you need to enter the index of the column within this array of the value which you are looking for. Now what I want is, I want the English moderated marks of Akanksha Patankar. So where is, in which column is it? It is in column 3. This is column 1, this is column 2, this is column 3. Third column mein mila 83, right? So here I am going to write 3. Then comma, and the last value is sorted range lookup. If the value is true or not given, such column of the array represents a series of ranges and must be sorted in ascending order. So I don't need something over there. इसके लिए बस आप ये याद रखना, false. Okay, I just need to enter false over there, right? And I'll press enter. And the moment I press enter, you come back to final score sheet. And these are the marks of what? Akanksha Patankar. Now, इसमें एक चीज हमको करना है, that is we need to edit the formula and we need to set each of the formula as absolute. Now, in the first one, that is student, column is always going to be A. So I'm going to set A as absolute address, and 2 I will leave because it has to go look into A3 also, A4 also, A5 also. That I will leave. Coming to English sheet, this dollar means English वाले worksheet में ही देखना, कहीं और नहीं देखना, right? I'll come to this A2, and I don't want this array range to change, so I will make this also as absolute address and press enter. Bas, now you just click on this, use the fill handle, drag it down, and you can see all the moderated marks in English for all the students are dragged here. They are included over here. If you check it, if you want to check it, you can do that. Like Nikhil Konde is getting 66 in English, moderated marks. We go to English, we find Nikhil Konde and he is getting 66. Come back again, Anup A is getting 83 marks. We go to English, we look for Anup A. Yes, he's getting 83 marks. So isn't it a wonderful function which allows you to consolidate the marks from different sources, right? Same way we'll do it for Hindi also. So we'll just type here equals VLOOKUP, and now I'm going to show it to you using the keyboard. Okay. So first thing, dollar, then A2, because I'm going to look for Akanksha Patankar again in Hindi, comma. अब वहां भी बिल्कुल ऐसे ही दिया हुआ है, the ranges, everything is the same. Okay. So I'll just be using dollar, and the name of the worksheet is what? Hindi. So hin, HIN, dot. Which cell? The cell is the same, A2:C8. And here I need to only do one thing, add a dollar sign. ये आपने टाइप करके किया, comma. Where you are going to look? You are going to look in the third column because you want to fetch marks, fetch the moderated marks, comma, false. And close the bracket. Now let's check first. We go to Akanksha Patankar Hindi marks, and Akanksha Patankar, yes, she is getting 80 marks over here, and use the fill handle, drag it down. Let's check something else. Let's check Fabris's marks. She is getting 86 in Hindi. Fabris, and yes, she is getting 86 in Hindi, right? Same way we can fetch math marks also, equals VLOOKUP. The first one is dollar A2, comma, array index. So I'm going to use dollar. Name of my worksheet is math dot dollar A2, sorry, one second. A $2 colon $C $8. Sorry, $C $8. So this is my cell range, comma 3, comma false. So Akansha Patankar is getting 85 in math. So we'll go to math, look for her marks. Yes, she's getting 85. Use the fill handle, drag it down, and you get all the marks. So this way the IT teacher is able to consolidate the marks of all the students. But using what? Referencing another worksheet. Understood that? So this is how we reference another worksheet in LibreOffice, LibreOffice Calc. Sorry. Now suppose you want to refer to another worksheet in any other workbook. So how will you do that? So for this purpose, what I'm going to do is first open another workbook. I'm going to open, and here let me open this not consolidated data. I'm going to open Unit 7, Session 1, this sheet. So this is my sheet, and there are there's a lot many data over here. And what I want is I want this particular data in that sheet. So what to do? I'll come back to my original sheet here, and I have just placed my cell pointer in this cell. Okay, and I'll just type equals. Bas equal type karo. Go to that worksheet. So I'm using Alt tab to switch to my other worksheet and just select the cells. Okay, and press enter. You get selling price over here, right? And if you just press F2, you can see over here this cell range is given. And how is its address? So let us first see how this address is. Again. I only want the data. So I'll go back again. It only gets the first cell. So I'm just going to click on the first cell, press enter. First cell is selling price, right? And its address you can see over here. So I'm just going to copy the address. And board, whiteboard over here. Now look at it very carefully. Okay, what all things do you see? First thing which you see is the path, but there are three things in this. First thing is path and file name. Second thing is worksheet name. And the third thing is cell range. Got it? So what is your path and file name here? So this part you can see it starts with file, colon and 3 slashes. And then the path. Now the path on my system is very large because it is within Microsoft Teams folder, then Microsoft Teams online class material folder, within that class 10th folder, within that resources folder, and uske andar unit 7 session 1 dot XLSX, that is my Excel sheet. And then what you have is your single quote. So yahan se yahan tak it is what? Path and file name. Right. If you want to check the path, I can go back to the folder here and we can go to that folder. This is, I've already set this over here. So I'll go to D drive, then Microsoft Teams folder, Microsoft Teams online class material folder, class 10th folder, resources folder. इसके अंदर मेरा ये जो sheet है, that is unit 7 session 1, which you can see over here. If you right click on this and go to properties, you will be able to find, go to security tab, and here you will find the complete path. Path ये है, so if I just type the path here, if I just paste the path here, this is the complete path which you are already getting in this, right? And उसके आगे क्या लगाया गया है? We start it with a single quotation marks. This whole thing has to be included within single quotation marks. So when you are using a keyboard, at that time you can go to the file explorer. Okay, go to the file explorer, right click on that file, go to properties, go to security, go to this object name, select the entire path. Okay, and that path you can paste with using Control V. Then include the entire thing within single quotes, that is single inverted comma, which is known as single quotes in computer science, right? Then what you need to do is use this file. You have to use file because you are accessing a file, external file. Your workbook is a file, then a colon, then 3 forward slashes, and then you have to replace these backslashes with forward slashes. जहां जहां भी ये backslash आपको मिल रहा है, just replace that with a forward slash. Forward slash, then again over here forward slash, then again over here forward slash. Okay, and you get this session1.xlx. Okay, so यहाँ तक तो आपका file name हो गया, complete path and the file name. Then you need to include a hashtag and a dollar sign. And after dollar sign, again you have to open the single quotes, and then you have to type the name of the worksheet. And worksheet name is what? Multiple operations. Suppose the name of the worksheet is sheet 1. So you will type sheet 1 there. Okay. Close the single quotes, dot, and the cell. Either it could be one cell or a cell range. So suppose the cell range is C9 to F10, like that. Or if it is a single cell, you can type that. Right? So you need to keep certain things in mind, like here, this much is your path and file name. Then this is your worksheet name. And the last one, this is your cell range. Either it could be a single cell or it could be a range of cells. Is this much clear to everybody? Ye bhi fatafat ye wala. I'm sending you a screenshot of it. Please write it down in your copy. So this is an example of referencing another worksheet in another workbook, right? This is what is there in your discussion, that is creating a reference to other sheets or other document by using keyboard and right. ये समझ में आया सबको? With now this thing will need a little bit of practice. What is the easy way? First, you do it using your just type equals. Okay, first open another worksheet or workbook, equals, go to that particular worksheet wherever you have the cell range which you want. Select the cell range, press enter, and you will get it there. Here you will only get the first value, right? Pehla wala value hi milega. So in case this kind of a thing is not good for fetching the values directly. Okay, so what it can be very helpful in this case where we have different workbooks, okay, and different workbook contain the marks of English, like one workbook is English mark, one workbook is Hindi mark, one workbook is math mark. So that thing I will create when I create a video, in that video I will include this, right? So you create separate workbooks. One is English, one is Hindi, and one is math, and you distribute them. The IT teacher has distributed these separate files to the different teachers. What they do is they take it in their pen drive, go home. The English teacher sits there comfortably. When he opens his worksheet, when he opens his workbook, he finds only one worksheet containing English marks. So he cannot make changes in Hindi. In the previous example, because the same workbook contained all the three, English also, Hindi also, maths also. तो भाई इंग्लिश का टीचर हिंदी में चेंज कर सकता है, मैथ्स का टीचर इंग्लिश में चेंज कर सकता है, राइट? So the IT teacher discussed it with the principal and said that okay, what I'm going to do is I can still reference the marks from the other worksheet. So I'm from the other workbook. So I'm going to create 3 different workbooks and distribute them directly to the teachers. Now English teacher can make changes only in English marks. Hindi teacher can make changes only in Hindi marks. Now they bring it, they fill it, they moderate the marks, they bring everything. The IT teacher sorts the marks in the descending order, and now the IT teacher has opened 4 workbooks. One is the main one, that is the final workbook or final score sheet. This is the first one. Second one, he opens the English one. Third one, he opens the Hindi one. And fourth one, he opens the math. वो चारों वर्कबुक्स ओपन कर लेता है अपने सिस्टम पे. And now in the final score, in case of this VLOOKUP function equals VLOOKUP, the first value is this one. Second value, he will go, that is for searching the array, he will go to that other worksheet, right? And suppose let me select value here. Suppose let me select this one. Okay. So he will select this. Suppose this is the array which he has selected. So he will select this array, then comma, and now you can see, you can still see that even if he is in some other worksheet, in some other workbook, he can still see the he can still see the formula. One second. He can still see the formula over here. And next one is what? Index. So now he will just type comma, and he is already at index 3, comma, and whatever is there false. Right now it is going to give some arbitrary values. That is because this particular work, the 3 different workbooks are not created. So when I create that, I will be uploading an offline video. So within that offline video, you will find this detailed. First of all, feedback, is this much clear to everyone? That is referencing other cells within other worksheets and referencing cells within other worksheets of other workbooks. Is that clear to everyone?